Just in, Fusion GPS on the hot seat today. Will he plead the fifth? The Fusion GPS co-founder will testify behind closed doors today. Will it help reveal anything at all? Catherine Herridge fills in the blanks for us with her inside information on what will probably happen. Fusion GPS founder to testify behind closed doors today.
So over in front of the House Intelligence Committee, there's going to be a closed-door session with the co-founder of Fusion GPS, Glenn Simpson. This is the firm that commissioned the anti-Trump dossier, and based on our reporting, was a significant reason why the FBI opened its Russia investigation during 2016. Simpson is really under a lot of pressure right now. He's facing questions over whether he personally crafted portions of that dossier, whether he paid journalists to plan story and publish stories that were favorable to his clients. And even more importantly, there's not a lot of hope that he's going to answer a lot of these questions. His lawyer has indicated that he may well take the fifth to some specific questions about his clients and the funding. And just for some context, when Simpson was on the Hill in August in front of the Senate Judiciary Committee, he was there for 10 hours, but our contacts say that he did a lot of delaying tactics, a lot of stalling, and they provided records that were essentially useless for committee investigation.
Simpson is deep into this and is as dirty as they come. His company basically finds or makes up dirt for opposition research on politicians and others. Our latest report on this dirty firm, anti-Putin banker claims firm tied to Clinton campaign assisted Russians in effort to have me imprisoned and killed. One of the many targets of the opposition research firm Fusion GPS is accusing them of assisting the Kremlin in its efforts to have him imprisoned and killed. The strong allegation comes from Bill Browder, a London-based banker who spearheaded the Magnitsky Act, a sanctions law vehemently opposed by the Russian government. Browder made the allegation in response to the recent revelation that Fusion GPS and its founder, Glenn Simpson, complied what he says is false information about him that was given to Yuri Cheka, Russia's prosecutor general, and to Donald Trump Jr. during the infamous 2016 Trump Tower meeting. If it is true that Glenn Simpson was supplying information about me to the Russian government, it's far more serious than a smear campaigning or Foreign Agents Registration Act violation, said Browder, the head of Hermitage Capital. It would mean that Simpson was assisting the Putin regime in their plot to get me back to Russia, to have me imprisoned and killed. It was previously known that the Washington, D.C.-based Fusion GPS's investigation of Browder was beneficial to the Russian government and its effort to reverse the Magnitsky Act. But it was revealed only last week that the information Fusion collected on Browder was shared directly with Cheka, whose position is the Russian equivalent of the U.S. Attorney General. Natalia Veselnitskaya, the Russian attorney who attended the Trump Tower meeting, is who provided both Cheka and Trump Jr. with the Fusion-generated information on Browder. She took a 4-page report into the June 9, 2016 Trump Tower meeting, which was attended by Jared Kushner and then campaign chairman Paul Manafort. Veselnitskaya worked with Simpson, a former Wall Street Journal reporter, on the anti-Browder project. Reuters reported on Thursday that Simpson compiled the research for the Trump Tower memo. And NBC News reported on Friday that similar research put together by Simpson was given by Veselnitskaya to Cheka in October of 2015. Browder, who was born in Chicago but is a British citizen, is a target of the Kremlin's because of his role in pushing through the Magnitsky Act, which passed Congress in 2012. The Russian government recently issued an Interpol arrest in an attempt to apprehend Browder. Vladimir Putin reportedly approved the move against the 53-year-old money manager who wrote a book about his travels called Red Notice, a reference to the term used for Interpol warrants. Fusion GPS, which is based in Washington, D.C., became involved in the Browder matter after being hired by Baker Hostler, a law firm representing Denis Katsev, a Russian businessman who faced penalties because of the Magnitsky Act. Simpson worked closely on the investigation with the Moscow-based Veselnitskaya, who represents Katsev and his firm, Previzon Holdings. This is complicated here. Veselnitskaya's affiliation with Simpson is one of the stranger storylines arising from both the Trump Tower meeting and the dossier, which was funded by the Clinton campaign and DNC. Wow, theories have circulated that Fusion GPS arranged the Trump Tower meeting in order to compromise the Trump campaign, or that Simpson relayed details of the meeting provided by Veselnitskaya to Christopher Steele, the former British spy who wrote the dossier. Fusion was being paid for its dossier work at the same time it was being paid by Baker Hostler to investigate Browder. Adding even more fuel to those theories was a report this week that Simpson and Veselnitskaya met just before and just after she attended the Trump Tower session. Busted. Meeting between Fusion GPS and Russian lawyer before and after. The co-founder of Fusion GPS is the firm behind the unverified Trump dossier, met with a Russian lawyer before and after a key meeting she had last year with Trump Jr. The contacts shed new light on how closely tied the firm was to Russian interests at the time when it was financing research to discredit then-candidate Donald Trump. The opposition research firm has faced renewed scrutiny after litigation revealed that the DNC and Hillary Clinton's campaign paid for that research. Congressional Republicans have since questioned whether that politically financed research contributed to the FBI's investigation of Russian collusion with the Trump campaign, making Fusion GPS 2016 contacts with Russian interests all the more relevant. DNC money funneled through law firm to Fusion GPS. The June 2016 Trump Tower meeting involving Donald Trump Jr. and Russian lawyer Natalia Veselnitskaya occurred during a critical period. Bank records show Fusion GPS was paid by a law firm to work on behalf of a Kremlin-linked oligarch, while paying a former British spy, Christopher Steele, to dig up dirt on Trump through his Russian contacts. But hours before the Trump Tower meeting on June 9, 2016, Fusion co-founder and ex-Wall Street Journal reporter Glenn Simpson was with Veselnitskaya in Manhattan federal courtroom. Court records show email correspondence and published reports corroborate the pair's presence together. They also were together after the Trump Tower meeting. Wow, this is like Confusion City, because I don't really know too much about this with the Magnitsky Act and this guy that they're Browder that's involved in this, but it says that he's involved with the Russian lawyer, and Putin's after him. Unreal. Unreal. I have to look further into this. Let's see if we get more information on this. But I guess today things would probably be coming out but again, this is a closed door meeting. Well, we'll have to wait and see. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.